Hello, YouTube. Long time no talk. I have been neglecting a lot of my social media responsibilities due to the boot camp, and it just finished. It's 1 a.m. here in Virginia Beach. It's very late. I was going to go to bed early, and then I stayed up and played some Jace, trying to learn that, and I was thinking about it, and I was like, I really should address my YouTube audience, and I want to have a really, serious conversation, something personal, in regards to my work, and I want to get your opinion on it. But before I do that, I just want to let everybody know that the boot camp was a tremendous success, and I mean that. Comparison to the first boot camp, this one was phenomenal. As you can see in the background here, this is our app that we built for the boot camp that we're going to be continuing to improve upon and expand and do a lot of things for. This project has consumed the last 2 months of my life, rebuilding it from the first one, and I just want to say thanks. It was a great experience. There was a ton of events. We made a ton of tons of videos. We've got just content upon content upon content for this thing that was saved, that is exclusive to the app. It was basically aimed to improve people's League of Legends gameplay, and I can say with great confidence that for the majority of people, we did just that. It was very exhausting, but I just want to take the moment to thank you guys, the community, because this boot camp stuff, without the support of the YouTube channel, without you guys, the boot camp does not exist. Even if you looked at it and you're like, I don't want to do that shit. You know, even if you only watch and lurk my coaching, and you don't spend a dime on it, I wish you would, but even if you don't, all of you, regardless, thank you so much, because without you and without your support, I would not be where I am today, and the success of the boot camp would not be possible. So big shouts out to everybody, you guys, the coaches that we put on, the editors that manage this channel, the other channel, the boot camp, my devs, everybody, the whole team, the whole gang, VIPs that I worked with, every single person. If I did or didn't interact with you, I sincerely want you to hear it from me. Thanks. Content creators don't do this. They don't take enough time to do this. I know what I do is a privilege, and I want to make sure you hear it from me regularly that I'm really, really, really happy that you guys let me do this, because I'm really not that great at many things. So being able to do the thing that I'm good at and be able to survive and live a pretty good life off of it, it's honestly, it's just lottery. I mean, really, that's all there is to it. So thanks. But I have a special treat for my YouTube audience tonight. Maybe I'm just sleep deprived. I don't know. In the next couple months, well, the next month or so, I'm going to have probably to make a difficult choice. You guys know, that I work in fast food. Well, fast food. I work in the fast food industry. So, it's coming around the time that I've got to make a choice about the fast food lifestyle or the fast food work environment that I'm going to continue to work in. So, I made a little presentation so that maybe you guys could understand what I'm saying. So, let me tell you a little bit about my job. So initially, I started my fast food career. I started it at McDonald's. I worked here the longest before Burger King poached me. A lot of people like you guys, you know about you know that I used to work at this job before Burger King poached me. And you guys always wonder why I don't still work at McDonald's, but I work at Burger King. Everybody wants me to go back and work at McDonald's again, but the customers are sometimes unruly. And really, and I'm going to tell you in a second, Burger King poached me and the pay was pretty good. Now, Burger King, I've worked there now for 2 years. I'm working at Burger King. All right. Now the pay to work at Burger King is about 5 times, maybe even 6 times more than what I was making at McDonald's. Okay? So Burger King pays the people in fast food real good. Like, guaranteed real good. And I don't even really have to work as often even as I was at McDonald's. I still work a lot. I still work probably just as much as I did at McDonald's, but I don't really have to. Now, there's not as many people eating at Burger King, all right? But the ones that do eat there are much less unruly than at McDonald's. Because, I mean, everybody eats at McDonald's, and the customers over there can be really annoying. They just say, like, they come in and they just yell random shit, like, all the time. Just yell, la, 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 right? When you're trying to cook and I'm trying to run the restaurant. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's, you know, there is some, and also, I mean, I guess I could add at Burger King, it's the infrastructure inside the Burger King is not as good as the infrastructure in McDonald's. It's not bad. It's not unworkable. It's Burger King, you know? But it is what it is. So here in the next month, I'm gonna have to make a choice. And Wendy's, you know Wendy's. You guys are at Wendy's all the time. In fact, you're at Wendy's right now. I've never really worked at Wendy's, but you guys love it here at Wendy's, because this is where you're at right now. We're at Wendy's. You know what I'm saying? You guys are Wendy's. You know, you guys, you eat at Wendy's a lot. All right, but you got to understand, there's more people eating Wendy's than there are like Burger King, but it's less than McDonald's. And I don't know how much I'm going to be making if I started working at Wendy's. And I don't know anything about the customers at Wendy's, to be honest. So I'm at a crossroads here. I could go back to McDonald's in about a month's time. And, you know, I could get a huge, like, it could benefit me in other ways to go back to McDonald's. After all, I'm still a supervisor there. And I could see that a lot of you guys like eating at McDonald's, and you don't really want to go to Burger King. Like the majority of you guys, like I've been watching for a while, and a lot of you guys don't really want to go to Burger King. So, this is the debate that I'm having. So I kind of want to know what you guys think in the comments. All right. Now you've watched me from Wendy's for years, but when I am working in fast food, all right, Wendy's, I never really worked fast food when I was in Wendy's. It's more like I had a different role at the Wendy's, the one that we're experiencing at the Wendy's right now. So I've never really worked at Wendy's as a full-time restaurant supervisor. So I want to know what you guys think. Should I work at McDonald's? Should I work at Burger King? Or should I work at Wendy's? Now I'm going to be honest with you guys. And this is as honest, you know, what we're doing right now is very, very, very private. It's a very, very secret discussion that a lot of restaurant supervisors, managers, those types, they don't really talk to the customers much for a lot of reasons. It looks bad. It could hurt your reputation, but I still want to know what you think. Now, I'm going to be candid. If Burger King offers me a little bit more money, it's going to be really, really hard to go back to McDonald's. And by extension, it might be really, really hard to go to Wendy's. But I still value your feedback when I'm thinking about which restaurant I want to work at, because you customers matter to me a lot. You know, the fast food that you like to eat, that's something that I take into consideration. And I think, you know, with your guidance and direction, I can make a very, very smart decision. Alternatively, I could work at Wendy's, or alternatively, we could maybe work part-time at all three, maybe even more, maybe add in like an Arby's or something, right? But I want to know what you guys think. Okay. Now, I said my piece. I think you guys understand what I'm trying to say this morning. And if you don't understand what we're talking about here, don't worry about it. All right. You just kick back and relax. And just enjoy the League of Legends content that we have here. Okay, but the rest of us, you and me, we're talking about fast food. All right. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I think I've articulated it in a way that makes the most sense. This coming week will be on vacation because I am burned out. But this is something that's stuck on my mind now that the boot camp's ended. So that's what I'm going to be thinking about and debating. And by the way, now maybe you'll understand. A lot of people think they know what's going on in fast food behind closed doors, but realistically, you guys don't. There's been other restaurant managers. There's been people that have talked about it in the past, but I think you guys understand. That's where I'm at. So when I get back from vacation, probably in the next month or so, you guys will hear more. Let me know what you think. Thanks for being a sub. I hope I didn't bore you with this, but I really wanted to share my experience working in fast food with you. Yeah, man, boot camp was amazing. Life's amazing. I love playing League of Legends, and I love working at fast food. So, yeah, thanks for allowing me to do that, and I will see you on the next video. Peace. Love you guys.